All right, get ready for a deep dive. We're going deep into numerology today.
Sounds fun.
We're looking at this website that claims it can give like super personalized readings.
Okay.
Not just the usual, sun sign stuff. We're talking like life path,
Right.
expression, even soul urge numbers.
Wow.
And get this, they use your birth date, your full name,
Okay.
even your marital status to calculate all
Yep.
this.
Interesting. Yeah, I noticed they really emphasize that personalized approach.
Right.
Like it's not just generic interpretations, it's tailored to you.
Yeah.
And they've got a whole section of testimonials from people saying these readings were like spot on.
It's pretty wild. It
Yeah.
really makes you think like, is there something to this whole numerology thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Can numbers from our birth date and name like actually reveal, hidden talents
Right.
or like map out our life's purpose?
Yeah, it's a big question.
Let's break it down. Let's unpack some of these like core concepts they're
That
using.
sounds good.
So what exactly are his life path number?
All right, so the life path number, they calculate it using your birth date.
Okay.
And numerologists think it shows your core personality traits,
Mm-hmm.
strengths, weaknesses, and like the overall path
Okay.
or direction your life might take.
So it's not like, predicting specific events.
No, no.
It's more like giving you like a roadmap of your potential.
Exactly. Yeah, think of it this way. Let's say your birth date reduces to like a 3.
Okay.
In numerology, that usually means creativity,
Oh, interesting.
self-expression, and a knack for communication.
Okay.
And this website would then, build on that,
Uh-huh.
like suggesting how those traits might play out in your job,
Yeah.
relationships, personal growth.
Gotcha. So it's not just about the number itself.
Right.
It's how this website interprets it
Yeah,
within a larger context.
exactly.
Okay, cool. What about the expression number?
Okay, so
Of,
that one,
How's that different?
while your life path is about like the overall journey. Okay.
The expression number focuses on how you express yourself
Got it.
to the world. It comes from your full name,
Interesting.
and each letter gets like a numerical value.
So someone named like Jane Doe would have a different expression number
Totally.
than someone named like Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes. And theoretically, that would show the differences in their talents
Interesting.
and how they approach life.
Right, because their names have different vibrations.
Exactly. The idea is that your name, the one you got at birth,
Yeah.
carries like an energy that goes with certain skills and tendencies.
It really makes you think.
Whether you buy into that or not,
Uh-huh.
it is fascinating to think about those connections.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've got the life path,
Right.
which is your journey.
Yeah.
We've got the expression number, which is about your talents.
And how you show them.
Yes, how you express them. What about the soul urge number?
Okay, the soul urge number, that one's all about what motivates you deep down.
Like your deepest desires. Yeah, desires and aspirations. And this one, they use the vowels in your name
Oh,
to calculate it.
so this is like what really makes you tick,
Exactly.
not necessarily what you show to everyone else.
Yeah, yeah. More like the fire inside.
I like that, the fire inside.
And this website says their report can help you figure out those hidden desires,
Okay.
and then you can align your life with them and be more fulfilled.
It's a bold claim.
It is.
But they do have those testimonials, people backing them up.
Yeah, they do.
Now, they mentioned that they also use marital status in their calculations.
Oh, yeah, that part.
How does that supposedly work?
Well, they say that our relationships, especially marriage, can like amplify or change these numerological energies. It means that our life paths aren't just set.
By our birth date and name?
Right, right. But also by like the people we connect with.
So it's not like we're just static beings,
No, no. Well,
defined by a bunch of numbers.
we evolve.
We change.
Yeah, within those relationships.
Okay, so they're not just crunching numbers without thinking.
Right.
They're looking at how our traits
Yeah,
and our life experiences kind of interact.
exactly. It adds a whole other layer of like nuance to it.
I'm starting to see why people find this so appealing.
Yeah,
Even if you don't believe in all the mystical stuff,
right.
it gives you a way to think about yourself, your potential.
Yeah, yeah.
And it feels personalized. It feels insightful.
It's like looking in a mirror,
Uh,
but with some like numerological filters.
I like that. It's not about taking everything literally.
Yeah.
It's more about seeing ourselves in a new way,
Yeah.
maybe gaining some self-awareness.
And that's what we'll keep digging into as we look more at this website. They're making big claims
they are.
about what these readings can do. Let's see if they can back it up.
Let's do it.
One thing that really stands out to me is how this website presents numerology as like a tool for self-discovery and empowerment.
Right, right.
It's not just about telling you what your traits are,
Yeah.
but also suggesting how to use those insights to make better decisions and live a better life.
It's clever.
Yeah.
They're tapping into that whole desire for self-improvement.
Totally.
It's like, hey, here's how to be successful and happy.
Right. They even use phrases like unlock your potential and discover your true calling.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely playing to our desire for meaning and purpose.
And they've got those testimonials.
Oh, yeah, tons of them.
People claiming that these readings help them, change careers, improve their relationships, even find hidden talents.
It's compelling stuff.
Yeah.
Even if you're a little skeptical.
I know. It's like that saying, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. If you believe these numbers mean something, you might be more likely to take risks and make changes that end up being good.
It's like the power of suggestion.
It is.
A self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
Okay, so they're selling this idea of personalized insights, empowerment, but how do they actually calculate these numbers?
Good question.
Do they even explain their methods?
They mention it briefly, like they use traditional methods, but they don't give you the specifics.
Interesting.
There are widely accepted systems out there.
Okay.
Often they involve reducing digits by adding them up.
Okay.
Like if you want to calculate your life path number, you'd add up the digits of your birth date until you get a single digit.
So it's not just something they made up.
No.
It's based on actual numerological principles.
It is.
Even if they're keeping something secret.
Right, which adds a bit of mystery, I guess.
It does.
But it also makes you wonder about consistency. Do all numerologists interpret the same way?
Yeah, that's a good point. If I get my life path number from 3 different places, will I get 3 different answers?
It's possible.
Does this website even align with, like, standard numerology?
It's hard to say without knowing all the details. And within numerology, there can be different interpretations.
Right.
Like different schools of thought.
Okay.
This website seems to have their own system.
I see.
Based on traditional methods, but with their own spin on it.
So there's not one rule book that everyone follows.
Not really.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah, it does.
But also hard to figure out.
Exactly. Something to remember as we look at their claims. It's not black and white.
Okay.
There's some subjectivity there.
Okay.
Both in how they calculate and how they interpret.
Right. And that brings us to the elephant in the room. The cost.
Right.
They do have a free report.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. The personalized video one.
Yeah.
But for the full analysis, you got to pay.
You got to pay.
That's how they get you.
It's interesting how they present it.
Yeah.
Like, this paid report is the key to unlocking these big secrets about you.
Like you're buying the answer.
Yeah, they're playing up the value.
They are.
And they use those classic marketing tactics, like the original price is $29 now, but now it's only $7.
Limited time offer.
It creates that urgency.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get it now.
Makes it feel like a steal.
So, for our listeners who are thinking,
yeah,
should I check this out?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, if you're curious about numerology and you want personalized insights, it could be fun to explore. It's user-friendly.
Right.
And even if you don't believe everything, thinking about your strengths and weaknesses could be helpful.
It's like a personality quiz.
Yeah.
With a bit of mystique.
A little bit.
You might find something that resonates.
Yeah.
And inspires you.
Right, that's the point.
Approach it with an open mind. Be a little skeptical.
Right.
See what feels true to you.
Exactly. But before we wrap up, there's one more thing.
You're talking about the historical context?
Yeah.
We've been focused on this website, but numerology's been around forever.
For a long time.
What's the story there?
Well, it's not just a new trend.
Okay.
It has roots in ancient civilizations.
Wow.
Going back thousands of years.
Okay.
The Greeks, Egyptians, Chinese, they all had systems for interpreting numbers.
So this idea of numbers having meaning goes way back.
Way back.
What did those cultures believe?
Well, for them, numbers weren't just symbols. They were like building blocks of the universe.
Wow.
They had cosmic significance.
So it wasn't just about finding a career.
Right.
It was a deeper thing, this more spiritual.
Exactly, a more holistic view.
Okay.
Where numbers were tied to philosophy, religion, even cosmology.
So this website, while it's modern and personalized, it's tapping into a very old tradition of finding meaning in numbers.
That's what's interesting.
Yeah, it adds another layer.
It does.
It's not just a fad. It's something deeper.
Something in the human consciousness.
It's like we're connected to those ancient cultures.
To those who came before.
We're trying to understand the universe through numbers.
It makes you think.
It does.
That this fascination with numerology, it's not just a trend. It's a human impulse to find meaning through numbers.
I love that.
It's a reminder that while we're looking at this website, there's a bigger story, a deeper human need to find meaning through numbers.
It makes you wonder if underneath all the marketing and modern stuff, there's something timeless about this search for ourselves.
That's a great thought. And it's something to think about.
Yeah.
As we finish our deep dive. We've looked at the website, their methods, the benefits, the history. But in the end, it's up to each person to decide if this resonates with them.
I see.
And if they see value in it.
Okay, so we've gone through the history of numerology, looked at this website's claims, even kind of peeked at their methods. But the big question, does any of this really hold up?
Yeah, the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
It all boils down to what you believe and how you interpret it. Numerology, it's not like scientifically proven or anything. But a lot of people, they find it fun. And insightful.
So more like a symbolic language then.
Exactly, like for self-discovery.
Gotcha.
Not hard science. Think of it like a mirror. But the reflection's a bit distorted.
A funhouse mirror?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Might not be perfectly accurate, but it could show you things about yourself. Things you hadn't really thought about.
I like that. Not taking it literally. But using it to, like, look inward.
Exactly.
Maybe spark some self-awareness.
Exactly.
Or even make some positive change.
That's the hope. And even if you're, like, skeptical, there's no harm in exploring it, right?
True.
Seeing what feels right to you.
Kind of like those personality quizzes online.
Yeah.
Not super scientific, but fun.
Yeah.
Maybe you learn something new.
Exactly.
Maybe you even challenge your own ideas.
And that's where the real value is.
Okay.
Not in just accepting everything.
Right.
But in using it to think deeper.
Ask better questions.
Exactly. Like, am I really using my creative potential?
Right.
Or how can my job match my values better?
Big questions. Everyone should be asking those.
I agree. Doesn't matter if they believe in numerology or not.
So if numerology gets people thinking that way, even if it's just like a placebo,
it's done some good.
It's a tool then.
It is.
Not about finding the exact right answer.
No.
But about asking better questions.
That's a great way to put it.
About ourselves, our lives.
Yeah. And hopefully that's what people get from this deep dive.
Right.
Numerology might not have all the answers. But it can be fun, get you thinking.
Make you look inward.
Exactly.
And hey, if you find some hidden talents along the way.
Bonus.
We've covered a lot. The history, the claims, even the psychology. But in the end, it's up to each person to decide what they think.
Yeah, if it has value for them.
Speaking of value, you mentioned numerology being empowering.
I did. And I think that's important. Even if you don't believe in the mystical stuff, it encourages you to take charge
of your own life.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like things just happen to you.
Right. It says you have choices.
You can make decisions.
That work with your strengths, your values.
Like you have unique gifts to offer the world.
You do.
And you can use them to make a life that feels good.
Meaningful.
Fulfilling.
Exactly. And even if those gifts come from a system that's not, scientifically proven. Believing in yourself, that can be powerful.
It's that positive thinking.
Yeah, self-belief. It can change things.
Well said. I think we've reached the bottom of this numerology deep dive.
I think so too.
History, claims, benefits, psychology, we did it all. But like you said, it's up to each person.
To see what resonates.
Exactly. And for those who are curious and want to learn more, we've put a link to the website in the show description.
Check it out.
See what insights you can get from your own numerological profile. Remember, whether you're a believer or not, there's always something to gain from looking at new ideas. Keep that curiosity going, folks. Until next time. Happy exploring.